Hello, boys and girls. In class, we review, okay, more relative classes, okay, but in this case, we're working with which, who, where, and whatever, whoever, whatever, wherever, okay? And we need to understand those words, okay, those relative pronouns, so you can select the correct one in the statement. Okay, if you read the statement, if you really read this, if you really read the statement, you're going to select the correct one. Okay, here we have the grammar information. Okay, some relative clauses are used to provide information about one of the nouns in a sentence. Okay, when the relative clause contains information about possession and place, we're going to use, for possession and place, we're going to use whose and where. Okay, when the noun is everything that, or everybody that, or anything that, we're going to replace it with whatever or whoever. Okay, example, here comes Mr. Chang. He is the teacher whose car was stolen from the school parking lot. Okay, whose possession. Okay, what are we talking about? A car that was stolen. Okay, so who this car who belongs? Of the, it belongs to the teacher, okay, or just to belong to the teacher, okay. And when you're talking about possession, we need to use whoever. I'm sorry, whose. For possession is whose, okay. For a place, it's where. Let's see another one. Look, kids, there's a house where your father grew up. We're not talking about possession. We're talking about house, a place. So we need to work with where. ¿Sí? Allá está la casa donde tu papá creció. And in the last example, aquí está el profe cuyo carro fue robado. A eso se refiere in Spanish. Another one. Whatever you decide, I will support you. Lo que decidas, lo que sea que decidas, te voy a apoyar. Okay? So, you need to remember when we're going to use whatever, lo que sea, whoever, quien sea, o whenever, cuando sea, okay? Also, whose and who. Who es quién. Whose, de quién o de quiénes. Where, dónde. And also which, lo cual, okay? So we need to understand the statements. Now it says here, restrictive relative clauses contain additional information which is not needed to identify the noun. They appear set off from the rest of the sentence by commas. So, a solution or a tip that you can identify is when you see a comma, is when we're going to use who or which or where. Okay, for example, my brother who is a writer, quien es un escritor, hates using computers. Okay, because most of the writers like to write in a paper with a pen their thoughts or their work. Okay, so my brother, comma, okay. Or another example, the company, comma, which was formed 3 years ago, develops computer programs. Okay, if you see a comma after the subject, okay, that is referring to, we're going to use who, which, or where. Okay, we have more examples. Okay, it says the blue car which is blocking the driveway needs to be moved. Okay, so the relative clause is which is blocking the driveway. Which, because we're talking about something, okay, about a thing. El cual, okay, está bloqueando. Then the other person says, how are you going to figure out whose car is it? O sea, ¿cómo vas a adivinar de quién es ese carro? Simple. Will whoever parked in front of the driveway please move their car immediately? O sea, quien haya aparcado, o sea, estacionado, perdón, ya estoy muy pocha. Quien haya aparcado enfrente del driveway, o sea, es como de la avenida de la... Sí, pues como de la avenida, por favor mueva su carro, ¿ok? Another example. Miss Hark, who teaches French and Spanish, will be retiring at the end of the year, okay? Is she the one whose class you liked so much? Whose, de quién? We're talking about the person, okay? Okay, what does this person belongs? The class, okay? Yes, she's a great teacher. Have you started applying to graduate school? Yes, but Oxford, where I love to go, is very difficult to get into. Oxford is a place, so we need to work with where, and also has a comma. Remember, when you have a comma, most of the times you're going to select who, which, or where. Okay? Who for a person, where for a place, which for a thing. Okay? Oh no, whoever told you that was wrong. Quien te haya dicho eso está equivocado, estuvo equivocado. Please tell whoever calls that I'll be back by noon. A quien llame. I hope to be back sooner, but I'll be back by noon, whatever happens. Sí, por lo que pase, por cualquier cosa que pase. Okay? So this information is on the exercise, okay, on Unit 4, Lesson 6, okay? We can work with this example, okay? It says, has everyone gotten off the airplane? Okay? Except everyone, except the woman, okay? Whose, that her, or whose? Okay? So, whose baby was crying? Todos excepto la mujer de quien un bebé estuvo llorando. O sea, de quién, possession. That poor woman, what, wish, whatever, or that she tried, the baby still wouldn't stop. Ay, pobre mujer. Whatever she tried, cualquier cosa que trató el bebé, nunca se detuvo. He was always crying and crying, okay? Is this correct? Oops, yes. Whose and whatever, okay? We can work with the next one. It says, we ate at Giovanni's last night. Really? That's the restaurant. Is it a person? Is it a place? Which I always celebrate my birthday, or where I always celebrate my birthday. Where? Donde yo celebro siempre mi cumpleaños. The food is great. That you order is delicious. Que tú ordenaste. Wherever you order, lo que sea que tú ordenes es delicioso. Que tú ordenes, lo que sea que tú ordenes o donde sea que tú ordenes es delicioso. Whatever, because the food here is great. It's like anything that you order, it would be excellent. Okay? So, así que lo que sea que ordenes va a estar delicioso. Let's see if it is correct. Yes, where and whatever. So you need to understand and remember which is the meaning of each sentence. Remember, where is a place. What is for place. Whose is for possession. Who is for a person. Which is for a thing. Whatever is lo que sea. Whenever with n. Whenever, donde, cuando sea. Where, wherever, donde sea. Okay? And I also put an exercise, okay? So you can select the correct answer, okay? It says, choose the right answer. Well, this is the bank. Bank is a person, it's a place, is a what? This is the bank which, whose, or who was robbed yesterday. This is the bank which bank was robbed yesterday, el cual fue robado ayer. A boy whose, where, or which sister is in my class was also in the bank. We're talking about a person, but we're talking about his sister. So, whose sister, de quien su hermana, okay, is in my class, okay. Now, the man whose, whenever, or who robbed the bank had 2 pistols, 2 guns. The man, cuando sea, quién, o de quién, de quién robó, quién robó. Este es quién y este es de quién. It's just simple. The man who robbed, quien robó. Now, he wore a mask. Where, whose, or which made him look like Mickey Mouse. ¿Dónde? ¿De quién? O que por lo cual se veía él como Mickey Mouse. He wore a mask which made him, okay, which, o sea, el cual lo hizo verse como Mickey Mouse, okay. This is the answer, okay, which. Now, the bag which, where, whose contained the money was yellow. The bag, is it a place? No. Is it a ¿es un posesivo? No. The bag which, la bolsa, la cual contenía the money was yellow, okay? So this is the answer. Oops. This is the answer. And finally, the people. People. It's not a place. It's not an idea. It's our persons. So which, where, or who were in the bank were very frightened. The people who, quienes, no de quienes estaban en el banco were very frightened. So you need to understand and define the statement, okay? So you can select the correct relative pronoun, okay?